Hi, I'm Scott with Starkey Family, Fixing and Rigging Up. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Now today, we're going to fix a small airline leak. Okay, so the tools that I'm expecting to need is at least a 9/16 wrench, and that'll be for this nut here. I may actually use an adjustable wrench just because it's a little bit longer for a little bit of leverage, but we're going to have to cut the airline. So this is all you should need. It should be a pretty minimal job. So let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so here's what the problem is. This airline is one of them that helps feed my controller for my fan hub. Okay, so the problem is these fittings are plastic, and where this line actually goes up inside of them, well, over a period of time with vibrations, they get wore out and wear through the plastic. So then you have an airline leak where air is consistently coming out. So that's what we're going to replace. Okay, so the first thing is, you see this right here? You want to make sure you push that in. Okay, normally this little thing right here, you can take it, push it in, and then the airline will just simply, pull out. But it's so wore that it will not even move. It's actually, it will turn, but the airline is actually seized up in there. Now, I sprayed a little bit of Armor All in there, hoping that would actually help, but it's not going to do it. So let's just go ahead and take it off from this side right here with a 9/16 wrench. Now, don't threat, because this airline, right where it's fitted on, it does swivel. So we're just going to tighten and loosen. There it goes. It's actually getting a lot easier. I'm trying to do this before the rain hits. It's already starting to sprinkle. Come on. It's hard to do this with one hand. One side trying to move on me. Okay. So if it weren't for that airline still being attached, that thing would have already been out by now. Because I could just went ahead and spun it on out there. There we go. That's what the old piece looks like. Okay, so I'm not even going to try to work this airline out. We're going to take the easier route. Make sure you go back a little bit and chop. Now, what actually happens here, let me try to get this focused in. You see that up in there? That's a piece of metal. And then this right here that I'm turning, that's plastic. So as you push the line in, this actually pushes in, and when you try to pull the line out, it actually locks itself onto the line. So it's actually pretty nice, but where it's plastic, it does wear out. Now you want to make sure that you clean this top off pretty good. So I would suggest taking more Armor All, because that will not hurt plastic. And that's what it's actually there for, is to help keep plastic intact. and just kind of clean it off. Now we're just going to put that off to the side until we screw this piece back in. Okay, so now I'm going to simply take this and find the hole over here. Here we go. Maybe. Okay, so while I was trying to thread that in, I couldn't get it to I couldn't actually get this one to go into the hole. And then I looked at the old piece, and then I realized these are actually two different sizes. So I ended up going down to the parts store real quick. These are actually plumbing parts. So what I did was I got a 1/4 inch to an 1/8 inch reducer. So in other words, this is going to thread into this piece, and this in here is going to be the same size as this. Yes, it may look a little bit idiotic going on the truck, but at the end of the day, guess what? It works, and I don't have to be concerned about it. Now, this little adapter was about $7. So let me go ahead and put that together. Okay, I've got that screwed in. So this little section right here, as I'm actually screwing this unit in, this right here, which will screw in this side here, and then the other side on the base, as I'm turning this, this will actually tighten up inside of this housing and the other housing. So let's go ahead and put this on. Okay, so as you see the water everywhere, it has started raining on me. But, you know, as you've seen my other videos, I could care less. So, that's just part of life for me. Okay, so we got that going on in there. So we're just going to screw this in as far as we can with our hand. Okay, that's far enough. Okay, so now, here's the airline. Okay, so now, all we're going to do is we're going to take this airline and slide it inside there, but I'm going to put a little bit of armor on it again first. So all we do we just push it all the way in there. So that's all the way in. And that's it. It's locked. So this is the top view of it. Yeah, it looks a little bit dumb with this right here on this adapter, but you know what? It doesn't make a difference at all. The important thing is we've got it fixed. Okay, so get an idea of the expense on this. In parts, I had about $13 total, okay? And otherwise, you know, it would have been about half that price because of the adapter if I would have got the right part. But just to give you an idea, if you would have went to a dealership, a lot of dealerships now, the last one I went to is almost $120 an hour. Now, even though this would have just taken me a few minutes to do, normally their minimum is anywhere from 15 minutes to a half an hour. So at that rate, this whole job would have cost you about, I'd say at least $75 or more. So this is another one of them items you want to do yourself. And as you see, all these little fittings that's in there, I've already replaced most of them on there once before for the same thing. So if you're going to own a truck, these are one of them items that you will be replacing at least every year somewhere on the truck. I'm Scott with Starkey Family Fixing and Rigging Up. Yes, I'm getting rained on now. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. If you've had the same problem or you do in the future, I hope you save yourself a lot of money by doing this, just this simple job by yourself. Now don't forget, watch my other videos. I do also have another gaming channel to watch on YouTube called Starkey Family Gaming and Fun. Make sure you check that out also. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And have a good one. Thank you.